Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this historic event at Dunn Tire Park. As we get started, I would first like to introduce to you our on-field guests. On field with us tonight is Booster Club President, Mr. Charlie Green, the person who scouted Jeff Manto as a youngster, Mr. Harry Startzel, International League President, Mr. Randy Mobley, former Bison manager and current Cleveland Indians field coordinator, Mr. Jeff Datz, current Bison players, John McDonald, David Roberts, Mark Budzinski, and Danny Peoples. The owners of the Buffalo Bisons, Bob and Mindy Rich. And we would also like to extend special welcome to Jeff's mom, Antoinette Manto. Jeff's wife, Denise, is here with their daughters, Andriana, Gabrielle, and their son, Jeffrey. Wave. And Denise's parents, John and Mary Lou Sable, have also joined us for this great event. Thank you all for coming. Before I bring out our guest of honor, I would like to introduce a couple of surprise guests that have made the trek from California to be here with Jeff tonight. First, from the back-to-back champion teams of 1997 and 1998. He was the catcher for both of those teams. Please welcome back number 15, Steven Solis. Also, from the 1998 champion team and the most valuable player of the 1997 playoffs, welcome back to Buffalo, number 11, Torey Lovello. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming tonight's honoree from the 1997 and 1998 championship teams and the modern-day home run king. Please welcome back to Buffalo, number 30, Jeff Manto. At this time, I would like to ask Bison Booster Club President Charlie Green to speak on behalf of all the Buffalo Bison and Jeff Manto fans, as well as our Booster Club. Charlie?
Are you going to sit down for all of this? Okay, you can sit down. Jeff, first of all, it's glad to see you back here. Second of all, there were some of the fans that were hoping that you would sign a one-day contract so you could play in tonight's games, because we figured with that wind going out to left field, you would be able to hit 4 home runs in one 7-inning game. Speaking in behalf of all the fans, we thank you for all the times that you came to the autograph booth. We thank you for the clothing that you made available for some of us that we're wearing tonight. We thank you for all the times that you gave us an opportunity to stand up and cheer with tremendous excitement and joy. We congratulate you on having your number retired. And if you would come forward at this time, the Booster Club has decided to make you a lifetime member of the Bison Booster Club. Here's your membership card for this year. And in this bag, our treasurer, Marilyn over there, has prepared as many of the premiums that Booster Club members have received as we could get together from all the past years, including some clothing for your children.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Jeff.
Thanks, Charlie. I appreciate it.
And thanks from all the fans.
Thank you, Charlie. Great job. Let's sit back down. We got a while. Thank you, Charlie and Marilyn. And at this time, I would like to ask Jeff Datz, Steve Solis, and Tori Lavello to join me at the podium to present Jeff with a very special gift on behalf of all former Bison players, managers, and coaches. These gentlemen are presenting Jeff with a framed piece of original artwork, which was created by former Bison catcher and artist Chris Snooze. It is inscribed, Jeff Manto, Buffalo Bison's uniform number 30 retirement, Friday, August 17th, 2001, Dunn Tire Park. Tori Lavello will say a few words on behalf of the former players.
This is always a challenge for me to sit up here and talk in front of so many people, especially with this big, long drawback here, so I'll do my best. This is a special day for me and for all the players that Jeff influenced in his career, to say thank you for being a great teammate, a great friend, and a great teacher. Today is a well-deserved honor. Jeff, I'm proud to represent all the former players when I say congratulations. And we all love you very much.
Now I'd like to call on the current Bison players, John McDonald, David Roberts, Mark Budzinski, and Danny Peoples, who will present Jeff with a framed Buffalo Bisons jersey, which is being brought onto the field now. The inscription reads, Jeff Manto, Buffalo Bisons, number 30, retired, August 17, 2001. Gentlemen.
On behalf of all the current Bison baseball players, I'd like to say congratulations to Mick on a great baseball career. I also want to say thank you for all the players you've mentored through the years. You've taught us the right way to play the game of baseball. Thanks, and congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium the president of the International League, Randy Mobley.
Thank you. As you all know, Jeff not only had an outstanding career here in Buffalo, but during his playing days, he played for 7 of the 14 teams in the International League. During that time, was the MVP of the league in 1994. So I'm going to put just a little bit different spin on this from the league perspective. I have this evening a plaque to present to Jeff on behalf of the league that reads, presented to Jeff Manto on the 17th day of August, 2001. In recognition of your number 30 jersey being retired by the Buffalo Bisons, please accept this token of the league's appreciation for the enjoyment you provided fans in all cities which you visited during your career. Your on-field performance with the Bisons and other IL clubs places you among the most noted players in the 118-year history of baseball's oldest minor league. The combination of professionalism, dedication, and enthusiasm you possess for the game of baseball is a model for all players to follow. Jeff? Congratulations. Thank you for many great years. Thank you. We enjoyed it very much. Thank you, Randy.
There were a couple of people who could not be here tonight, but did send notes of congratulations. One we received says, sorry I couldn't be there, but if it wasn't for you, Jeff, I wouldn't be where I am today. I'm honored to be part of such a special night for you and your family. Your loyalty and friendship are things I cherish every single day. Congratulations, and I hope you enjoy this wonderful night. And it's signed Joe McEwing of the New York Mets. Another note that we received today reads, Jeff, congratulations on getting your number retired. All the best. Bobby Valentine, manager of the New York Mets. And there was one other person who sent us a letter and asked us if we could please read it at tonight's ceremonies. The letter reads, Jeff, congratulations on being only the third player in Buffalo baseball history to have your number retired. It is a tremendous honor. I enjoyed being a teammate of yours in 1995 in Baltimore. The memories of that season will be ones that I cherish forever. Again, congratulations, and I wish you and your family all the best. I am hopeful that our paths will cross again in the future. And it's signed sincerely, Cal Ripken, Jr. We will also be sending Jeff's all the greetings that have been sent to our office, that have been left in our office, or have been emailed at jeffmanto@bisons.com. There are hundreds that have come in over the last month, and we'll make sure that Jeff gets all of them from all the fans. Now I would like to ask the owners of the Bisons, Bob and Mindy Rich, to step forward to present a special gift from the Rich family and the Bisons organization to Jeff Manto. Jeff, we know how strong your Italian heritage is, and tonight it gives us great pleasure to present you and your wife Denise with a trip to your family's homeland in Rome, Italy. At this time, I would like you to please direct your attention to the Bison's Big Board, where we have a special video presentation on Jeff Manto's career with the Buffalo Bisons.
Mick, they asked me to say something about you. Man, I can't say enough about you. I owe you a lot. You've done a lot for my career. The 4 years, parts of 4 years that I played with you has been such a rewarding time. I've got stories I can tell younger guys that just, they feel like they know you. So I can't, this is a great honor for you, and I'm proud to say I played with you, and you've had a great career, and I'm proud to call you my friend. So it's been a pleasure, and you deserve this.
Hey Jeff, this is Dave Keller. I just wanted to say congratulations on a very, very big accomplishment on your part. very, very well deserved, and you've created a lot of memories for a lot of people, including myself, and continued best wishes to you and your family.
Jeff, what's up, buddy? Just wanted to congratulate you, and that's obviously an honor, and you've accomplished a lot of things and helped out a lot of people, me especially, and just wanted to let you know I think this is a great thing that's happening for you. Hey, retiring a jersey, not many people can say they've had that done, and what a great honor. And maybe they should retire those blue boots you bought there in Oklahoma City too. Don't be afraid to, when you're up there giving your speech, tell the story about Oklahoma City, the blue ropers you bought. Might have been the ugliest shoes I've ever seen. But anyway, man, congratulations and best of luck. And you got the cell number, so give me a call, brother.
I learned a lot from him hitting. He's a very knowledgeable hitter. He studies hard. It's a shame I get to play with him more. I enjoyed the time I had with him.
Jeff, I understand they're retiring your number at Buffalo. I think it's a great contribution to a tremendous guy. He played for me for 3 or 4 years, and he was one of my favorite players. He hit like heck for me in the minor leagues. I had a lot of fun with him. Not only that, he loved to play the game, and he was a big hitter for us. And I'm very happy for you, Jeff, and I hope you have a big day.
So we'll step in a brand new ball game. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's lifted high and deep left field. It is gone. He got it all. Jeff Manto wins it for the Bisons in 12. The final
May the good Lord be with you down every road you roll. And may sunshine and happiness surround you when you're far from home. And may you grow to be proud, dignified and true. And do unto others as you'd have done to you. Be courageous and be brave, and in my heart you'll always stay. Forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young. May good fortune be with you, may your guiding light be strong. Build a stairway to heaven with a prince or a vagabond. And may you never love me in vain. And in my heart you will remain. Forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young,
And there's a high drive out toward left field, heading toward the corner. It's deep, way back, and it's gone. There it is, a home run for Jeff Manto.
He ends this ball game, second round tripper of the day, number 8 on the season, and RBI number 21 for Jeff Manto.
and when you finally fly away, I'll be hoping that I served you well. For all the wisdom of a lifetime, no one can ever tell. But whatever road you choose,
On June 6th, 1997, the Cleveland Indians traded outfielder Ryan Thompson to the Toronto Blue Jays for Jeff Manto. The impact of that trade is what brings us here tonight. When Jeff Manto joined the Bisons that week in 1997, he had already played in over 200 Major League games with the Baltimore Orioles, the Cleveland Indians, the Philadelphia Phillies, Boston Red Sox, and Seattle Mariners. On the day of the trade, the Bisons were in second place in the American Association Eastern Division, trailing by 3.5 games. When Jeff was recalled to the Cleveland Indians just 2 months later, the Bisons led the division by 7.5 games. In only 54 games with Buffalo that year, Jeff hit .321, 20 home runs, 54 runs batted in. On Monday night, July 14th, in front of a huge crowd, he became the first Bison player to homer 3 times in one game at this ballpark. And he is still the only Bison player to accomplish that feat. On July 26th, while playing third base, he started an around-the-horn triple play, the first ever turn by the Bisons at this ballpark. And in one 6-week period, Jeff was named the league's Batter of the Week for an unprecedented 4 times. Manto and the 1997 Bisons provided a lifetime of memories in just one season. In 1998, Jeff was back with Buffalo, although he didn't start the season here. And then he clearly began to develop an affection and a respect for the great fans of Buffalo. That year, he refused an assignment to the Toledo Mud Hens and instead decided to return to Buffalo in mid-June. At that point, the Bisons were in third place, 9.5 games out of first place in the International League's North Division. In just 63 games, Jeff hit .311, added 23 more home runs. But none of his home runs was more dramatic than the last day of the season in Scranton, Pennsylvania. His 9th inning blast against the Red Barons completed the Herd's uncanny chase for the first place and proved to be the winner as the Bisons won the division by a half game over Syracuse. He added 3 doubles. He added 3 doubles and 9 RBIs as the Bisons captured their first Governor's Cup championship since 1961. And in the AAA World Series, Jeff was clearly the best player, leading all hitters with a .533 batting average. Although his impact on the field was dramatic, Jeff made a great impact on our community as well. He worked closely with several Western New York agencies on charity efforts. He produced a series of T-shirts called Body by Manto, which were sold here at the ballpark to raise money for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Jeff also chipped in with the Western New York Make-A-Wish Foundation and assisted with all of our youth baseball programs. He even came back during the off-season to help us with some of those youth clinics. In the clubhouse, Jeff was a true leader. Whether you were a AAA rookie, a veteran player, a coach, a manager, or a front office member, he always loved to talk baseball. And he was always available for the fans as well. He was a fixture along the foul line at first base, shaking hands, signing autographs, and talking baseball to anyone who would listen. One time during a rain delay, Jeff even took the elevator up to the club level to visit with some of our suite holders and talk more baseball. It was that kind of personality and friendliness that endeared him to Bison fans during his 4 glorious seasons in Buffalo. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would ask that you turn your attention to the left field wall. And Jeff, please join me with your family and Bob and Mindy Rich at the podium. Ollie Carnegie played for the Buffalo Bisons from 1931 through 1941 and again in 1945. He is the Bisons' all-time leader in most offensive categories and will always be remembered as one of the greatest Bison players to wear a uniform. In honor of his achievement, no Bisons player shall ever again wear the number 6. Luke Easter played for the Buffalo Bisons from 1956 through 1959. On June 14, 1957, Luke also hit a famous home run, a blast that cleared the scoreboard at Offerman Stadium. He will always be remembered as one of the greatest Bison players ever. In honor of his achievements, no Bisons player shall ever again wear the number 25. Jeff Manto played for the Bisons from 1997 through 2000. He helped lead the team to back-to-back championships in 1997 and 1998. He is the only player to ever hit 3 home runs in one game at this ballpark, and he is the Buffalo Bisons' modern-day home run leader. Jeff Manto, from this day forward, in honor of your achievements, no Buffalo Bisons player shall ever again wear the number 30.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I've ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart. Baby, I would rather be dead. In your heart, since the start of every night and every day. In your eyes, I get lost, I get washed away. Just as long as I'm here in your arms, I could be in no better place.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mick, Jeff Manto.
Thank you very, very much. I had a speech all written and all prepared, but once I got on the plane, it didn't seem like it was going to work. I didn't feel as though I would probably be in the right mind or frame of mind emotionally. And thank God I threw that speech away. I wrote a few things down. On that infamous day when I got traded here to Buffalo, a lot of things went through my mind. I was having some problems off the field. I was having some problems on the field. I just wasn't the happy player that I wanted to be. My thoughts were at home. My thoughts are on home. My thoughts are with my family. And the last thing on my mind was playing baseball. At all costs, I needed to go home and wanted to go home. When I got called into the office and they told me I got traded to Buffalo, I looked on the map and said I'm moving farther away from home. As I rode down the New York State Thruway, little did I know that I was headed home. When I first got here, I was probably still not understanding what it meant to win at the minor league level. When I first walked into the clubhouse and saw the championship banners from yesteryear and talking with Mike Buchkowski and Jim Rosenhaus about the importance of winning in Buffalo, at that moment, I needed to turn it up a notch. The first game here, or the first year here, I should say, was one of those magical years where everything went right. The 3 home runs, being a part of the championship, the teammates, and the fans. Once I had a chance to experience that, I swore to myself I would never play AAA baseball anywhere else but Buffalo, and I did. When I put that uniform on, I could honestly say that I wore that uniform a little bit different. When I walked out of that clubhouse and onto this field, I assure you, you got everything I had that day. With such an honor, obviously comes a ton of thanks. Without the teammates that I have had in the past, Torrey and Sully, to name a few, there's no way that I can stand here today without the teammates, without the managers, without the trainers, and the Cleveland Indians. I want to thank the Cleveland Indians for continuously calling me back. When I was left out in the open and no place to go, Mark Shapiro was always there on the other end of the phone saying, "We'll take you." And I thank the Cleveland Indians for that. I'd like to thank Brian Graham. When I walked in here the first week, nobody knows it, but I pulled a hamstring. And there was no way I thought I was going to play, and I begged Brian to let me play. And that year in 1997, he said, "Go ahead, Mick, you go ahead and play. Don't worry about a thing." Other managers would have held me back, but Brian let me play, and I want to thank him. Another special man I played for, there's a lot of players who consider managers not only a good manager, but a good friend. Jeff Datz has probably helped my career more than he thinks. When I walked into that clubhouse and I thought I was 35 years old and I can do anything I wanted, Datsy kept me intact, kept me focused, and kept on reminding me what we had going on the field. Thanks, Datsy. One of the most memorable moments that's been kept a secret is a meeting JD had with me, called me in his office, and looked at me square in the eye when he thought I was being lazy, and told me I needed to pick it up, and I was disappointing him. And that didn't sit good with me. Since that time, JD has been nothing but a positive influence for me. John Dandies, Joe Petronella, Tom Burns, Mike Buchkowski, and all of the front office people in Buffalo. Don Feldman, John Wiedemann, the guys are not here, have moved on. Without you guys, I swear I could not do this. You made my life easier off the field, on the field, and you made my family as welcome as they could possibly be. Thank you. I want to thank everybody. Ron Krause, Kevin Haji, the parking attendants, Bob in the door, Ron Krause, everybody. You people have been tremendous. I want to thank the Buffalo News and all the media. Obviously, the media is a bridge to the fans, and I appreciate every bit of media writing the truth, not only about me, but writing the truth about our team and managers and coaches. Denise, what can I say? All those miserable phone calls, all those little towns, thank you. Bob and Mindy Rich, obviously everything starts at the top. You run a real good ship here. Your people are professional. People don't realize this, that Bob helps every person, every player in that clubhouse. And if they're not happy off the field, and if their families aren't happy, Bob and Mindy make sure and find a way that your family is happy. And I want to thank you from my family. Not too many owners worry about the person more than the player. And when you walk into this place, that's the case. To every teammate that I played with, to every opposing player that I played against, thank you. I appreciate your friendship. But most of all, I want to thank you, the fans. I walked out, went to the big leagues, came back. Every time I came back, it was like coming home again. Without you, thank you. When you bring your sons and daughters to the stadium, whether it's the memory of Luke Easter hitting a Titanic home run over the scoreboard, or the memory of Ali Carnegie, whose bat speed was legendary. Please let these children know, when they ask why these numbers are up there on that wall, tell them it symbolizes what it means to work hard, what it means to dedicate, what it means to sacrifice, what it means to have a passion. Tell them it represents what it takes to be a teammate. Tell them it symbolizes what it takes to be a friend. But most of all, tell them all this added up is what it truly means to be a Bison. Thank you.